My pussy.
Yesterday, I took a kind of preemptive sick day. Well, half sick day. I did do some work, but I also watched The Good Place, and Castlevania, and Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and more Good Place. And I read some news, and I uploaded past Bing, and then this happened. I have entered a fucking nightmare dimension. I was just listening to Animal Spirits, and it started doing this. Yes! Oh my gosh! I want to have to fix my laptop. Yesterday it was so amazing hearing from Dave Benson Phillips about his life and career as a television presenter. You interviewing him was one of the most surreal experiences of our lives. And the interview process in general has been so interesting. I think it really adds something to this whole thing. I just scheduled the first day of follow-up interviews as well, so we're going to be hearing from some of these people a year on. I asked her name and she said granola. 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 So it strikes me that if the defining kind of quest, as it were, for you past Bing is figuring out your creativity, for me in this moment in time, it's interrogating my worldview. That's a very verbose way of saying basically I'm questioning my beliefs. In November, I started reading the Bible. Not because I am thinking about becoming religious, because I'm not, but because I realized that a lot of the people that I look up to, that I call role models, are influenced by Christianity or one of the other Abrahamic faiths. Also so that I can have cool intellectual conversations with my mum and feel closer to her. Kant talks about the phenomenon of Misology, where you think things through logically regarding an ethical lifestyle, but then you tally up all the ways that you personally benefit from not making the ethical decision, and the result is that you decide to reject reason. Essentially, you say fuck it. Like most people, I am definitely guilty of this. Take meat as an example. You can rationally lay out all the reasons that one shouldn't eat meat. I particularly agree with the environmental impact. But then I think about it, and I want my ham sandwich. I choose, as a self-identifying man of reason, to ignore it. So if I'm aware of this behavior, what steps can I take to address it? How can I find a balance between acting ethically on information that I possess and maintaining my quality of life, my own kind of well-being? Also, as a relatively public person, at least someone who makes stuff about their life, I have to examine my motivations. Like, if I do something good, but then I broadcast that I did something good, have I corrupted my motivations? I guess an argument can be made that by sharing the good thing I did, I might be encouraging other people to do a good thing. It's a bit of a leap sometimes. There's a lot of stuff that I do that I'm proud of doing that I do not share intentionally for this reason. For instance, like a lot of people, I have a direct debit every month that goes to various charities. I don't feel the need to tell people that I support charities or which charities I support. Although, literally just now I just said that, so now I have to Someone in the comments on a video a few back when I was talking about politics said that one of the best things I could do to show my support for LGBTQ people is by including their voices in this series. I am. I just haven't told you about it, but by that point in the series you've already heard from 4 or 5 LGBTQ friends of mine. They're just not specifically talking about that aspect of their lives. Again, now I've told you, so of course my motivation is corrupt. I just got done teaching a class that's basically 2 hours of me detailing the laundry list of unethical things YouTube have done. From the part they played in eroding intellectual property rights to profiting from the Logan Paul scandal. Teaching about this kind of thing, spreading awareness of it is one thing, but if I'm still using and profiting from YouTube, am I really doing anything? Probably not.